Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Now, what did you just say? You said something in Arabic. What's that all about?
That's peace be upon to you also.
Yeah, that's with the greeting of all the
And
prophets.
the mercy of Allah.
And the mercy of God, huh?
Mercy of God.
Now, we're at a place where they're talking about the most misunderstood way of life in the world, Islam. You're at this journey of faith. Tell us a little bit about it.
This is the third conference, the third year that they're having this conference, Journey of Faith. And the idea is to get the knowledge out there to the Muslims and even non-Muslims. Get the knowledge and get an understanding of Islam and benefit.
Now, I heard that the non-Muslims, the not yet Muslims, they get in free, they get free food, they get hospitality. Is this true?
You get the best hospitality. Even the speakers, like, it's even too much. Like, you get kind of embarrassed, you know what I mean? Catering to you, you need anything, you know, the best hospitality.
I'm talking about more so for the not yet Muslims, for them.
Muslims, yeah. Invited in to come and eat with the speakers if they have any questions, you know, any concerns or anything. Feeding them, you know, giving them snacks and refreshments, everything.
Now be real with us. Tell us, did you hear any hate speech going on around here?
No hate speeches, no. Just presenting Islam in the clear-cut way, the way that Islam is supposed to be presented. And inshallah.
Now tell us, Yahya, can that be translated as Jacob in English?
No, John.
John or Yahya. Now, that was one of the prophets of God, wasn't it?
One of the prophets of God, the son of Zechariah or Zacharias, and the cousin of Jesus, John the Baptist. That was one of the prophets of God.
Now tell us, you weren't always a Muslim. A Muslim like Jesus, Moses, Abraham is one who consciously submits not to a man, to a monkey, but to the creator of the heavens and earth. You weren't always a Muslim. You were a Christian?
Raised Roman Catholic and brought up as Roman Catholic. I started to even go to different churches and investigating and tried many of the churches and just couldn't find anything that I was looking for.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, Trinity, salvation, in the death of Jesus, God coming down, committing suicide. Is this something that you believed before?
This is not what I believed before, and that's one of the reasons why I actually was attracted to Islam. And even when I found the Quran in English translation, I found Islam. I said, this is what I actually am about. Like, this is what I believe already.
So you didn't believe in God being a man. Now, we love our brothers in humanity, and sharing is caring, so we just want to clear up the confusion, because many people are confused about this triune thing. And I've talked to many of the DDs, people who have gotten master's degrees in divinity, and they couldn't figure it out. Can you figure it out? There's something that, you know, you were able to put together with this whole Trinity thing?
I couldn't figure it out, and like I said, I even used to read the Bible, like, you know, extremely concentrated on Jesus' words. I wasn't getting that Jesus was God. Jesus was part of the Godhead, even stuff like that. Jesus was a prophet. Jesus was a messenger of God, you know, saying that I and the Father, or the Father is greater than I. Things like that, like, you know. This is what I was reading. This is what I was getting. And when I found Islam, this is what I was all about already.
Now, how did you stumble across Islam with all the other religions? Why didn't you become a Buddhist, a Sikh, a Hindu, a fire worshiper, idol worshiper? How did you come, or did you try these out? And what happened, and what led you to accept that there's only one God, there's no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger?
Actually, it was, some people would say probably kind of strange. Like, I didn't know any Arabs. I didn't know any Muslims. I didn't know anybody who was on this religion. I didn't even know there was an Islamic center in my city. I started reading the Quran one day. I found it in the library, the public library, started reading it. And I actually, started calling myself Muslim for about a year before I knew anybody, before I met anybody. And I said, this is what I already believed, like, before, about Jesus, about life, like, about how God is, who God is.
Now, is your life easier now since you accepted Islam? Is it harder? Were there challenges?
Life is, I think life is in general, life is a test. We know from the Quran, and we know from the religion that life is a test. This dunya is a test, this life. But you find something now, for me personally, I found something now. I found a meaning of life. I found a purpose in life. Why am I here? And I found an end, like an end to the journey. That after we leave this life, it's not just all about, like, you know, going to the dust, as some people might say, or even reincarnation and all. No, there is a final abode.